Big pay-per-view coming up this weekend. Well, PLE, same thing. The Royal Rumble. Big matches on this card. They have proper stacked this one out. So we're going to start off with the main course, obviously. The Royal Rumble match. Everyone's talking about who's going to win, what's going to happen. Going into 2026, we all thought we knew the plan. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns 3. That's what's going to happen. But Drew McIntyre put a stop to all that. Now, I've deduced my guy who's going to win the Rumble by two ways. One was process of elimination, and the other just using logic at this point. So, the way I thought about this is WWE, they're likely going to want a young guy to win it. Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Obafemi, Trick Williams, a new guy to win it, boost them up into the main event scene, as all the main eventers are really old. So, the old reliable guys, I don't think they're going to win it. Roman Reigns, I think he's the most likely of the older generation to win this match. Because I can imagine the storyline. Roman Reigns, he goes on to win the Royal Rumble, goes on to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. He wants to reclaim his belt. And Drew, he wants revenge. He wants vengeance for what happened to him at Clash at the Castle, back in Wales, all those years ago. It still weighs on him. He never got his get back. Can he finally do it at WrestleMania in the main event of WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas? I don't think Cody's going to win it, because him and Fatu have got their thing going on. Seth Rollins I thought about, him and Punk maybe, but I don't see Rollins coming back from his injury for the Royal Rumble. I think he's going to come back around Chamber time. Another one I thought about was Randy Orton. I think him and Cody Rhodes might have a little moment there in the Royal Rumble match, but it's not his time anymore. He doesn't need the Rumble. He's already won it, I think, twice, 2017 and 2009, I believe. So he doesn't need it. Another name I thought of was AJ Styles. Last run, if he can survive the match against Gunther, we'll get onto that later. If he can survive that match, enter the Royal Rumble, number 30, wins it. His last year, can he win a WWE World title in his last year, his last WrestleMania ever? Can he pull it off? I think that'd be a cool story, but I don't really see that happening. AJ Styles, he doesn't need it. He's a made man. He doesn't need the Royal Rumble win, although it would be cool to have on his resume, as he's never won one before. So that would be cool to see. Now, the next category I would describe it as, air quotes, new guys. So, guys who haven't been there for like an overly extended period amount of time, like your Roman Reigns, your Cody Rhodes, guys like Gunther, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. Gunther, I don't think he's going to win it because he's got the match against AJ Styles, the retirement match. And so I think he's going to use that as an excuse. So he's going to get eliminated, but he's going to say, but you see, I had already wrestled that night against AJ Styles, yeah. All that jazz. LA Knight, he never wins. He deserves a title shot, but he's never going to win. Then finally, obviously, you have Jacob Fatu. As I said before, he's got his thing of Cody Rhodes going on, so that takes him out of the equation. Finally, we get into the young guys. I've broken it down to 3 or 4 possible young guys that have the best chance of winning. Dominic, Breaker, Obafemi, and Trick Williams. And of these 4, it was obvious to me, Braun Breaker. I mean, Dominic, while Cody was champion, I thought Dominic should have been the guy, because he's been Intercontinental Champion for almost a year now. Well, he lost it to Cena, didn't he? So he's on his second reign as IC Champion, let's just put it that way. And I think it's time for him to get into that main event scene. I think it's time. That was my thought process as Cody was champion. Now that Drew is in there, I don't think that's possible. With Obafemi, he's not even on the main roster yet. Same with Trick Williams, he's been on the main roster for a month. So I just left Braun Breaker, and it's the obvious choice. He's a fresh guy that they clearly want in the main event of WrestleMania to put the world title on him and beat CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. It just all made sense. I was kind of thinking that from the start anyway, before I did all my eliminations, but I just thought it'd be fun to go through all my thought processes. So, yeah, easy win for Braun Breaker, winning the world title, future star. Makes 100% complete sense in my head. There are some guys who I do think, it would be cool to just let him win a Rumble and then have him win the world title. Like Finn Balor. Just, after a CM Punk match, I was just thinking to myself, it would be cool. It'd be nice just to have him win a Rumble. obviously not everyone can win it. That's not how it works. That's not how the game is played. So it's got to be Bron Breakker. Styles versus Gunther, and if Styles loses, he retires. I'm going with Gunther's going to lose by DQ. I think he's going to get himself disqualified because he's going to save himself for the Royal Rumble match. I think Styles is going to end up hitting like bare finishes, like forearm Styles Clash. Gunther's going to get in trouble, but then Gunther's going to get himself disqualified because he wants to save his energy for the Royal Rumble match. And plus, what an absolute shame it'd be to have AJ Styles retire in Saudi Arabia. What an awful, awful thing that would be to see. He deserves to retire on his own show, like John Cena had. He deserves his own little Saturday Night's Main Event in Atlanta, Georgia, his home state. He just, that's what he deserves. Because he's been phenomenal for so long, so many years, decades, wrestling all over the world. Japan, America, Mexico, TNA, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, all the big promotions. He's been there, he's done it, and he's been exceptional, he's been phenomenal for all those many, many, many years. So many great matches, so many great opponents, so many great rivalries, so many great stories. He could not retire in the Middle East. He deserves either his own show in the States, retires on a Big 4 pay-per-view, Survivor Series, Mania, SummerSlam, a Big 4 pay-per-view, a Saturday Night's Main Event where he's in the main event, or even TNA. Have him retire in TNA. I think that would be a good last match. He returns to his home, TNA, the house which he built, and he retires there. I think that would be fantastic. If he loses to Gunther, that would be the biggest disgrace and spit in the face to a retiring wrestler I think I've ever seen. I will be fuming. Moving on quickly to the Women's Royal Rumble, it's going to be Liv Morgan. If she doesn't win this, I will be stunned. I can't think of anyone else who deserves to win this. Genuinely, it's got to be Liv. Who else can win this? It can't be anyone else. No one else has the momentum right now that Liv Morgan has. If it can't be Tiffany Stratton, it can't be Nia Jax, it can't be Rhea Ripley, it can't be Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax's tag team partner. I can't remember her name, so it can't be her. It's got to be Liv Morgan. She's earned it. She deserves it. She's the hottest women's wrestler right now, as in she's got momentum, not looks. That's subjective, but anyway, skip past that. WWE Championship match, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. McIntyre's going to win. I mean, it has to be. I know it's in Saudi Arabia. Sami's got all the Muslim support of all his boyos back there, but I think McIntyre's going to win. His first defence. They can't screw him over with another short title reign. Surely. He's got to hold the belt till Mania. I think McIntyre will be in the Mania main event. So, those are all my predictions. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you want to win, who you wish would win. Is Chris Jericho going to win? I mean, that would be quite shocking. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. That would be quite cool. Is Styles going to retire in Saudi Arabia? Hopefully not. Who's going to win the Women's Rumble? All that. I'll see you all in the next one.